So, fun times, right? You know, the bad news is that the country and the world has kind of gone crazy. But the good news is that we American citizens are standing together, coming together, and we're really starting to bond back up and not be divided by the divisiveness that has constantly been crammed down our throats. We are not we're not as susceptible to that manipulation tactic anymore. We are we have a common enemy right now, which is fantastic. And no, it's not the coronavirus. It's tyrannical leaders, people who think that their power extends so much further than it really does. So, Douglas suggests making main page public so people from my group, Virginia, can quickly tune in. Yeah, we'll work on getting something else going here. I want to be able to have as many people on these things as we can. Obviously we want to share this out afterwards, so that anybody missed the live can still catch it. But we still want to do that. So how's everybody doing? Everybody staying busy, staying entertained with all of this? Yeah. I know there's a little bit of lag between, talking and doing this. So, just waiting for a couple more people to hop on. And then we'll get going with the state of the revolution. Where's the revolution at? So, anyway, tip of the day, right? Big thing is you're sitting there, you're at home. Hopefully, you're setting the alarm early in the morning. Hopefully you're getting up to it, not hitting snooze over and over again. Hopefully, you're getting dressed, taking a shower, still taking care of yourself, all that good stuff. Yesterday, I talked about implementing battle plans. So you got everything written down that you need to, so it gets it out of your head and onto paper. That is a beautiful thing for having a peaceful mind. Today, I want to talk about, vitamins. Make sure you're taking vitamins, especially with this thing going on. The immune system in general needs vitamins to help keep it healthy. So you want to make sure that you guys are still taking vitamins. You're getting the proper nutrients. Eating junk food and stuff like that. Because we're trapped in the house and you got the bag of chips sitting right there. It's easy. That stuff we don't get all the nutrients we're supposed to. So make sure you're taking daily vitamins. Honestly, best thing is not one of those all-in-one deals. It's to get the little packs. The vitamins are broken up a little bit more and more easily digestible by the body. There's tons of doctors who can talk to you about those specific things if you want to know. Health practitioners, I don't know that I would go to a standard doctor to talk about that. Perhaps a chiropractor or health nutritionist, something like that. But yeah, make sure you're getting vitamins. Make sure you're eating properly. Still getting your 3-4 meals a day. I know with all this going on, it's hard for me to stay on top of that. I thought I saw Mr. John Anthony there. Hello, Mr. John Anthony. Thank you for joining us. This wonderful man. I'll jump right into it. This wonderful man did an interview with me today, and on local AM radio station 560. That thing is pretty darn popular, and we did. It was a great interview. I mean, he was a fantastic host. Kept it real simple. We talked the day before. I wanted to get a feel for him and where he stood on things. He's a very sensible, conservative-minded guy, and it was a great program. I think he had Dr. Shiva on after me, so that great show to catch. Tons of good news. So big shout out to John Anthony. So that was one of the things I was going to talk about today. The beautiful thing with Facebook shutting us down, our main page down, we're going to get a lot of media attention. We've been getting it already. I've been contacted by several media outlets. John Anthony was the first, and probably will be the nicest of them. And they are getting interested in what's going on with this. We have, first off, we have a group who is fighting for constitutional rights, having their freedom of speech suppressed. Really messed up, incredibly messed up. Yeah, John, if you have a link to somewhere that they can listen to the show or something, that would be great. He did say that we were going to get a clip of it so we can blast that thing out, either a link or a clip, so that everybody can hear it. Was great, but yeah, we're getting a lot of media attention for that, and we want to make sure we use the attention that's coming for us to help propel the message even further than it has been. I got calls from friends and family that I hadn't talked to about this yet, that listen to the radio station. So that radio station is already getting out to a bunch of like-minded people about this, and it was a very simple message. Our constitutional rights are being trampled right now, and Facebook is doing the same thing. They're just right on board with it. Like I said yesterday, it's a matter of socialist communist control and the fascist control, working in union to shut us down. So it's kind of crazy what is going on and what's happening. But the good thing is we're utilizing let's call it jujitsu tactic of using their momentum and their force against them. So we were prepared. We knew what was going on. With that, guys, great news. I know a lot of you, or a few of you at least, have checked it out. Since I put it in the comments a couple times that we have the webpage going up. I said we have the domain already. So the website is up in its most basic form. It really is just right now a form for entering in your data so that we can keep in contact with you. If you want to put a phone number in there, feel free. You don't have to. It does allow us to potentially do text alerts as we keep going, so that you can get any updates right away that way. Is email. You will enter in what state you're in so we can keep track of that. And then we'll be sending those out to the state leaders so they can coordinate with you and help communicate and everything. So, other thing that it has right now is just the link to the YouTube page, to the Twitter, and to the Facebook page. So what we're going to be doing is keeping the Facebook page as things get shut down. If they continue to, we're going to be keeping that updated so you can always refer back to that as a source. The website is American Revolution 2. The number 2.org. American Revolution, the number 2.org. So definitely hop on there, check it out. It's extremely simple. Right now, we are going to be getting up pages on there for each and every single state, so you can stay up to date on your state's events. We're going to be getting up links for protocols and safety practices. Make sure that you can do what you need to be doing in order not to be violating the law, so they don't arrest anybody. Make sure that we have all of that in place, because it is my concern that somebody who's coming along with us accidentally gets arrested and gets a fine. It may be invalid, but I am trying to prevent that the best I can. So I definitely, John, thank you for that link. So yeah, guys, check that out after the show. It was a good broadcast. So definitely want everybody to be safe. Want everybody to not get arrested. There may be places, depending on how police react, that they may react badly. But we are getting the more, and this is the cool thing, the more news media coverage we get, the more we can let them know that their enforcement of these unconstitutional laws is itself unconstitutional. So when I was on the show, I was talking to John. He was in law enforcement, and one of the oaths he took when he went into law enforcement is that he will uphold the Constitution of the United States. So these guys do have a responsibility to that. And that being the supreme law of the land, they're arresting somebody for not committing a crime and just practicing or exercising their First Amendment right to peaceably assemble is itself an unconstitutional act. So, just so everybody's aware, we are trying to do that, and that's part of why we want to make sure that we get into the national scheme of things. So we want to get that message out to as many police officers. A lot of these guys aren't bad. There might be the bad apple in every group, but for the most part, the police are just trying to do their job. They're trying to help. They're trying to keep people safe. We just want to make sure that they're aware that they might be violating the law if they try to, enforce something with us. So that is part of what we're trying to do here. So, back to the issue of media attention a little bit. The media attention that we've been getting has its good and its bad sides. As our name gets out there and we get more popular, we also have trolls popping up. So we be very aware in all of the groups, guys. There may be people in there that are in there just to argue. If you see somebody being a jerk, if they're just having a conversation, everybody's welcome. We actually want to educate people on how they can super easily protect themselves from this disease. And that's part of the problem right now. Everybody's afraid. So we do want to educate people if they're wanting to have a serious conversation. But if they're just in there to start trouble, report it, and admin will boot them right away. The entire national admin team is on all of the pages. So even if the local leaders are not up at that time, me or Janae or her sister are always on there. So we get these alerts right away. Other interesting thing, and this is the funniest part about the Facebook censorship. So Facebook shut us down for advocating the exercising and protection of constitutional rights, while we have a group that opened up under the same Facebook page name that is it appears to be like a neo-Nazi group or something like that. It says right on the page that they're anti-Trump, and they definitely are a giant troll page trying to use some of this media attention. Everybody go to that page and report it right away. The more reports that go to it, the faster Facebook will, their algorithm will automatically boot it. But please go on there. We are not associated with that. That is not our message. I just want to make that clear to anybody and everybody that we are about inclusiveness, bringing people together, not dividing, not hating, any of that. So, that is our message. We want to bring all Americans together, black, white, Hispanic, whatever, Native American, whatever you want to call yourself. We're trying to bring everybody together, because everybody's rights are being violated right now. It doesn't go to a certain group. So that's really the message that we have in it, and they're setting up a troll site basically just to try to feed off of our stuff. So, please, if you can, go to it, report it to Facebook. It'll cause the algorithms to boot it. So, that's the big news. We have the website up. We're getting, good media attention. This thing will start to go national soon. We have people in the background that are helping to try to make that happen. Group members, friends that have a lot of connections. We're reaching out to everybody to make this happen. So, once we get that national coverage, it's going to be freaking amazing. And everybody will know about this thing, and we're going to have hundreds of thousands of people coming to all of these protests. It's not going to be, we got one little group at this one. It'll be everybody. So it's going to be freaking awesome. And as far as tactics go, so we have the website up. That is going to be the number one place to keep in contact with. That and YouTube. Keep between those two for sure. Those two, if Facebook keeps shutting everything down and it becomes a nightmare to keep putting it back up, those are going to be the two platforms that we have noticed. Other thing is, I would love to do a Facebook live feed from Chicago where I will be when we do it. So we need to hit 1,000 subscribers on there. So hit the webpage, click the link for YouTube, subscribe. And let's get that thing over 1,000 subscribers. So then we can do that. Why we don't go to governor's mansions? I've had questions. Yeah, okay. This is actually a valid question. In the middle of this, I usually try not to do questions in the middle. But Michelle, the reason we don't want to go to the governor's mansions is a couple of reasons. Number one, we don't want to go at somebody's property. That's not where we want to do that. There's going to be more security there. We don't want to deal with that. The place we want to go, typically in most situations, is going to be the city halls, the public buildings, the city halls, the state capitals, stuff like that. So that's where we want to keep it going. The ways are usually more open there. Typically in most states, they're going to be public sidewalks, stuff like that are going to be better. And it's also a message. It's a good reminder that these guys should be in the Capitol building. That's where their jobs are at. That's where their positions are. That's where they should be. And also, a lot of these guys, at least like here in Illinois, the legislature's out right now, so the entire legislature branch isn't there. Which basically. So I talked about this a little bit yesterday. The governor's emergency powers last for 30 days. That was according to the lawyer I was talking to. That was up April 7th. Anything they mandate right now is illegal. It's up. It's expired. It's done. They can't do that. Yes, Edward, I am Army, as well as both of my parents, many family members, and my son is currently serving in the Marines. So yeah, Michelle, I hope that answered the question there for that. Tactics, we'll get into that real quick. Tactics on this thing, like I said, the two tactics are we want to keep everybody connected so tightly. We got the group chat going in Signal between a lot of the group leaders. Anybody who hasn't joined up, let Jen A know. Oop, am I lagging here? Hold on one second. I just want to see if I have technical difficulty. Yep. All right. It was just on my laptop. Sorry. So what I was saying, we want to make sure everybody is tightly connected. The way we're doing it is all through the Signal app. We're having, all of the leaders together for all of the states. We're still missing a few. We need a few more leaders, but we're keeping all of them tightly together. And what we're going to do is then each of them are establishing city, county, or district leaders. For big cities, we want to make sure that we break that up into districts, because like LA is multiple millions of people just in that city. Same with Chicago, same with New York. A lot of the big cities are like that. So we'll break those up into districts. And we want to get those people all in a group chat for their state. And then each of those leaders will be in chats with their people. So we want to make sure everybody's staying connected. We want to make sure that everybody is communicating. Basically we're building a tight-knit web here that they cannot break. The other thing, like I said, as part of that, it puts the outflow of our communication to enlighten people on what we're doing, to help educate them. It puts it as a multi-headed hydra that they can't stop. They can't cut off one head and kill the whole thing. So. And even if there's a total media blackout or some crazy thing, we are going to show up May 1st. So that's still going. That's the tactical side of things. We need to stay with that. The two main points, again, I'll make it. YouTube and the website, number 1 and number 2, right there. YouTube will eventually get taken down. I'm pretty sure. I think that'll be the last thing that they take down. They'll demonetize it first and all that, fancy jazz. Thinking that that's punishment enough, they'll try to knock it down the search rankings, and then eventually they'll kick it off. But in the meantime, it buys us plenty of time to keep these up while we're getting the videos up on the website. So that's the tactics of what we're doing. We know what they're going to do. We know how they're going to come at us. It's really easy. A lot of these other groups don't understand this, and that's where they're going to fail. Unfortunately, some of these groups are set up for May 1st with us. I'm just hoping the word goes out strong enough, and we're there to catch and pull in the people that fall off, so that we can keep doing it. Some of these groups that are before that, unless they're like now, they may get shut down and just may lose their people. So we don't want that to happen. We know what's going on. The internet all around has been pretty bad. Website address, again, it's American Revolution 2.org. American Revolution 2.org. I suppose I'm doing that backwards. Anyway, and then like I said, the YouTube link is on there, so we can stay up to date on videos until we can get that specifically loaded up on the website. The website, like I said, we're going to have individual pages for each of the states as we go. Right now, it's just in its infancy. So that's basically the tactic and the plan and the update of where we're at. Guys, keep. Says it's under development. I'll have to double check that. Okay. I'll check it just to make sure that's still going. Make sure that's going. That's the website. Keep up to date on it. We'll do a little bit of question and answer. I hit a couple of them as we were going, but I'm just going to check through here, see what we got going. Let's see. Amber Ellenberg, I have viable alternatives to social media. We'll send details. Okay, great. Thank you. Also, we've been talking to printers as well, because one of the tactics we want to take as we're getting closer here is phone communication. We want to be calling local churches, local business owners. So guys, if you're not already involved in the leadership, that's what you can do. Let them know what we're doing. Let them know what we're about. We are responsible Americans for U.S. Constitution, and that really is the message. They're more than welcome to join us. They've been affected too. It's pretty messed up. So yeah, if you're not busy, if you got some free time, contact somebody. Let them know. Not just social media, but also, definitely share the message on social media widely. We the people. But also, you're talking to somebody. The chances are they may agree with you. Suggest making main page. We talked about that one. Let's see. Mike Esposito trying to spread the word between the rallies in PA on Monday. Yeah, there are earlier rallies for this. I absolutely hope those people will then again join us. If you're in in an area where they're doing an earlier one, feel free to join them earlier. Just be careful. A lot of these organizations are not taking the same precautions and being as responsible as we are. So let's see. Let's see. Jessica Sheldon, April 18th. There's one going on in Oregon. Oregon is going to rally at Governor Mansion Saturday 25th. Just so everybody knows, those are going on early. Really wish Kentucky would consider chiropractic care essential. I personally go to a chiropractor unless I have like a broken arm. So, the chiropractor or, just wait it out if I got the flu, quite honestly. Let's see. And, we got the link from John Anthony. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Timmy Downs, Governor Tate Reeves' office, 601-359-3150, call voice. I mean, you guys do what you want to do. We need to get the message to the governors across. Quite honestly, there's nothing wrong with giving your governor a call. But I'll tell you what, you start flooding those things and they're just going to turn them off and not listen to you. That's the beauty of this thing. We are going to be heard not only outside of there in our civil disobedience of their mandates. Nationally, we will be heard because we are all standing up, every state together for the entire United States, and that's part of the message. Is it's not state by state by state just doing their own thing. This is a United States message, so that is definitely the big thing, and we will be heard one way or another. Chris, Rochelle, yeah, so many people thinking it's okay to lose rights is unbelievable. It is. That's the amazing thing of it. Oh, well, it's just for a short time. No, we don't want to set this precedent. And that's part of my message, guys. We have to actually set precedent as we the people, equal to or greater than the precedent that they have set in doing this. In order to send the message, this is never okay to do again. That's why we need to do it as big as we're doing it. These little state ones, great. Oh yeah, I'm unhappy with what's going on. That's fine. You are sending a message for your state, but we as a United States need to come across and say, this crap won't happen in my house again. Because the U.S. is our house. It's not theirs. They work for us. They don't rule us. Okay? Let's see. Can you show the page, the one I saw with the gray flag? No, I'm not going to show that on here, but yeah, that is the page I was talking about. Yeah, it's messed up. Go there, report it right away. Don't even bother reading the stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Mike. That's right, Mike Esposito. What else do we got here? Do they have to reestablish, Jessica, great question. Do they have to reestablish state of emergency, or can they even do that? No. So from what I was talking to the lawyer that I'm going to come out with the interview on Monday, the site got taken down, the page got taken down, and that kind of threw a wrench in things. I was in the middle of doing it when that happened. But so we rescheduled for Monday. But he's been talking to other people about these kind of laws. And so like in Illinois, the 30 days is it. There has to be a whole nother event, something totally different. It can't be for the same reason for them to reenact the emergency powers. If a second virus comes out or something like that, they could do it. But they can't do it for the same reason. And the only way they could do it in Illinois, and I'm sure all of your states are similar. Oh, no, I take that back. I remember looking into Michigan, and Michigan can just continue to extend and do crazy stuff. It kind of gives them unbelievably unlimited power in Michigan. But in Illinois, the only way they could continue this 30 days is if the legislative branch were to change the laws. So that has not happened, and I think it's they're supposed to be out until like the 24th of April. So they're out right now. This is basically not in effect. Edward Allen Moore, thanks for your service. My best friend that I went into the buddy system with in the U.S. Army back in 1972 are planning on attending the rally down in Springfield. Thank you, man. Thank you for your service. Thank your buddy for his service, and I look forward to seeing you guys at these things. It's going to be great. Let's see. Linda, I went over the website address. I'll do it again. It's AmericanRevolution2.org. Let's see. Timmy Downs, where can we find locations by state and time? So on the main Facebook group, we have links. There's a post in there with all the links to the different state groups. So you go to your state group, and they have all the details in there. Join your state group. Let's see. Like I said, we will be getting those up on the website so that all of the details are on there. It just takes a little bit of time. I was up until 3:30 in the morning getting what we have now up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jara answered that question. Yes. So I have the website right now set up to go straight to the YouTube. That way people can do both of them at the same time, so you can subscribe right away. If it does that, that means that your information was sent. Let's see. Linda, so glad you mentioned this is not just about party. The Constitution brings of all walks of life together. Yeah, that, don't get me wrong. It's a shame. It really is a shame. But we're going to see many more conservatives out there than we're going to see liberals. And the liberals are probably at least in the position they hold in their minds, they stand against us, which is really sad because we are fighting for their rights too. If you have Democrat buddies who understand what's really going on, they're more than welcome. We are not exclusive. We are inclusive. We want the message is the responsible Americans for the Constitution. That's all it's about, and we have to get that message across because that message doesn't preclude any party. Both parties are involved in that. Let's see. I'm going to try and talk to Reopen PA leaders about the first. Oh, thank you, Mike. Yeah, we want to try to get these guys involved in our stuff because the national message is really the big one that's going to be effective. Let's see. The state of Kentucky, Brittany Weir, the state of Kentucky is making it so hard to do anything. Cops everywhere. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard they're basically out like Nazi Germany, pulling people over. Where are you going? It's ridiculous. You can be stopped in your car without just cause because a virus is not a crime. Okay, this is the thing. A virus is not a crime, so you can't be stopped being suspected of a crime because they suspect you might have a virus. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're trying to find a middle ground. The road are blocked and Capitol is blocked. This is not a parking garage matter. Yeah, exactly. Because I believe you were saying earlier, Jara, that the governor of Kentucky said you guys are only allowed to protest in the parking garage. So that's one of the things as we get more national attention. I think a lot of that stuff is going to change. Let's see. I was trying to find your comment about the 20th. Me and my son want to go, but can't on the 20th. The first is perfect. I'm 8 hours away. Okay. Hope Stafford, she wants to come to the first, whatever state you're in, find the group for that on the main page here. All of the details are on there. We'd love to have you. That's super. Let's see. Carmen Dolezal. I am part of a group for mothers here in North Liberty. And they state call the cops if you see anybody outside playing. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it's, Nazi tactics. Gotta love it. That's the only way to do it. You got to get the sheep to report on each other. There's not enough police to do it. You have to get each other to police each other. It's sad. And what's really sad is that people will do that. And this is what one of my stances are is the police are not responsible for taking care of you. The police are they are there sometimes when they're patrolling or something like that, but a lot of times their job is to clean up a mess. Somebody breaks into your house, the police aren't going to be there while that guy's in your house. It's your job to defend yourself. It's your job to protect your family. That the police aren't going to be there instantaneously. That's not how it works. They do have good response times on emergency stuff. I don't know how response times are right now with some of the messages that have gone out that they're not responding to certain crimes. Let's see. Yeah, Jessica Sheldon, her governor declared emergency status before there was even a case in the state. That's ridiculous. John Moody, this is a great point. Okay. I read a comment early today about Trump flags. I do love our great president, but this is about our rights. It's that the feelings of others, or is that the feelings of others, I am thinking Gadsden flags and American flags, so we do not get labeled as a Trump rally. Honestly, I would keep it just to American flags. The message needs to be the United States of America. And that's where we need to keep it. One of the things I want to be doing out at these, and I've sent this message out to the leaders, the state leaders. We along with the chants that we're going to be doing, Pledge of Allegiance. Powerful thing there. National anthem. These are things that we can chant while we're there. And especially the Pledge of Allegiance, because that has been taken out of so many different, so many schools, all of the public schools. This is something that children should know. Children should listen to. Children should memorize. It's an important thing. And to have it removed is ridiculous. No wonder we have people who are willing to just watch their rights taken away. No. Let's see. Hope Stafford, what about the mask thing? Things, can they make up, wear them? I'm sorry, I'm new to all of this. Yeah. So Hope, here's the science behind it. This is an N95 mask. This is the most effective mask for preventing any virus. It blocks out 95% of all particles of the size that the virus is traveling on. The virus doesn't travel alone by itself. It's pretty small, but it travels on particulates that you exhale. So it travels on those, and then you breathe it in, and then it gets into your lungs. That's how it works, and then you get infected. Well, this blocks out 95% of that. So the chances of you getting it from a cough, a sneeze, being in close contact with somebody is super minimal. When you add on top of that 6 foot distancing, it's next to nothing. Now, there's a mass shortage on these kinds of masks right now. You go to Menards, they have a couple in there. You go to Home Depot, hopefully they have a couple. Lowe's, Ace, all those guys, right? The standard box stores. They don't have a ton of them. So if you can't get one of those, doctor's masks work. For those types, feel free to write a message on there, whatever you want. Something patriotic, nothing rude. And again, to the point about Trump, this isn't a Trump rally. I don't want it to be labeled that way. We all, I'm sure, support Trump. But it's not about that message. So I'm not saying don't do it. You do what you want, but I am asking that you be on message with this. We do want the PR behind this is so important. The message that comes across to the rest of the world who doesn't support us right now is important, and we got to make sure that message is tight and that it's steady. It's the same message all the time. So if you can't get one of these, you go with the doctor's masks. Again, you can write a message on it. Next best thing is bandana, some kind of cloth across the face. Somebody made a great comment. You can use a coffee filter. They do sell inserts for stuff like that on like Amazon or whatever. Something that can go in there to block a little bit more. Again, the 6 foot distancing kind of makes it the least practical way you're going to catch this thing. Since we're not going to be like licking each other's hands or licking our hands and touching each other, that's the next closest or the most likely way to catch it. Is contact. But even for that, you have to touch your face. You have to touch your face. It has to get inside your body. It doesn't go through unbroken skin. So, you have to actually touch your face for this thing to get in there. It's that, and that's the message, guys, is that we can be responsible for $10. Why are they shutting down the economy when I could protect myself for $10? No, it's not how it works. Robin Parkhurst, I support Trump 100%. Our Republican governor sucks. I don't know what state you're in, but I had this conversation with somebody the other day. I don't know who your Republican governor is, but a lot of these Republican governors got peer pressured into this. They were peer pressured into this. They didn't want to go along with these measures. But when the people themselves are demanding it, they should have said no matter what. But I do understand that, and they're not typically the ones pushing this message. It's really the Democratic governors, and especially the big three: Chicago, New York, L.A. Those cities, or well, the states: California, New York, and Illinois. Sorry. Let's see. Sorry. Linda Aldinger, L.A. Mayor Garcetti says you will be rewarded for snitching on people. Ridiculous Nazi tactics. God. I love this. Binky Brandt. Among the natural rights of the colonists are these. First, the right to life. Secondly, to liberty. Thirdly, to property, together with the right to support and defend them in the best manner they can. These are evident branches of, rather than deductions from, the duty of self-preservation, commonly called the first law of nature. Yeah, and I mean, those things are even in the Constitution themselves. And this is the funny thing, is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You have the ability to pursue happiness. We don't guarantee it. That is not government's job. And that's what these matters are trying to do. Let's see. Stormy Lee Monday. We're meeting people at Walmart here at 10 a.m. to all ride down in a convoy. All are welcome. I don't know what area that's for. I must have missed that. Binky Brandt, what about the U.S. civil flag of peace? I'm assuming that's a spin on the name for the Confederate flag. I might be wrong, but no Confederate flags, just for PR reasons. I don't. Again, the big thing is the PR, guys. We want to make sure that the right message gets across to the people that we need to bring on board with this. I know people love to fight me on this, but honestly, every battle that keeps being lost for gun rights, for health freedom rights, for pro-life rights, for all of these issues, they keep getting lost because the other side is better at PRing. We have to get better at PRing this thing. That really is what it's about. We have to PR the message better than they do. And, that's what this is about. We can't give them a reason to spin this in a weird direction. So, but Binky, if I'm wrong about that, and the U.S. civil flag of peace is something other than that, then I would consider it. I'll look into that after this. Jaira, yeah. Sometimes you have to be bigger person. Put down your personal opinions on the mass and distance and abide by it for the greater message. Right. That really is the big thing. Oh, Binky, great. No, it's not a Confederate flag. The U.S. civil flag is a flag U.S. merchant ships used to signal they were not a military vessel. Oh, okay. I'll look into it a little bit more. That may be an option. I do want to make sure that the message of the U.S. is what's there. So, United States flag, that's a big deal. I do want that to be the primary thing. Again, bandanas with the U.S. flag, that would be great. Oh, Stormy Lee. All right. Awesome. That is your buddy. For Edward Allen Moore. His buddy is Stormy Lee Monday. So, hello to you. Big shout out to you, and thank you for your service. Yes, Jessica Sheldon. Do we need to mention mass and flag stuff in our state groups? Yes. We need to keep spreading that message because, again, the big thing is we are the responsible group. The mainstream media has been annihilating other groups. I've been saying this since the beginning. They've been annihilating other groups because they haven't been doing that. Even the giant group in Michigan that got out of their cars and stormed the Capitol. They weren't practicing social distancing. They weren't wearing masks. These are things that they just pick on for it. Yes, I will have verbiage. Hopefully share this video too. I'm also going to do a shorter video. Fee asked me to do that a while ago. But I will. Oh, thank you for the link, Binky. I will do a shorter video that we can upload specifically about the mask issue. I just kind of got it caught up in a few other things. Raymond Rosenberry, I love that question. Could we carry our state flag also? Not sure if that was asked yet. No, it wasn't asked. It is a great idea. Carry both if you can. I love the idea of that. That is a great deal, because that is part of the message too. As you're supporting your state not being a tyrannical dictatorship. Robin Parkhurst, yes, we need to be professional to be taken seriously. And that's the funniest thing about the trolls that we get, to go back to the earlier thing. The funniest damn thing about these trolls is the fact that they are freaking out about this thing and calling us irresponsible, calling us stupid. I had one say, well, you better not go to a hospital if you get sick. You know what? I pay my medical bills, okay? I pay for that service. Are you really going to tell an obese person who has a heart attack that they shouldn't go because they caused that problem? No. So what? That's not how it works. You live your life, you pay for the services, you live with the consequences. That's what being a responsible American citizen is about. You try to take care of your body. If you make bad choices, you pay for it. That's how it works. You know what? And honestly, quite frankly, if I get sick, I'm going to get a slight cough, and that's about it. You know, I'm not going to end up in a hospital on an incubator or whatever. You know, that's not going to be, chances are, just statistically speaking, that's not what's going to happen to me. So, yeah, I'm probably not even going to end up in a hospital if I were to get it. Yeah, just saying. Anyway, guys, I did want to leave one little soundbite. This is a song. I posted it a little bit ago. I want to throw the link up on YouTube, but I want you guys to listen to this song here. It is a great song, and it's one of my favorites. They played this through in boot camp, and you know, it was one of those, sorry about that, super inspirational songs. So this is a small clip of it.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say